Alrighty guys, do not forget to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed the video, and do not forget to hit that like button if you thought this video was good. I gotta give it up to Dillian Whyte. You know, I know that I've been kind of critical on him, especially on the fact that he did not take this fight with Anthony Joshua, because I feel that that is not a good decision for him, just because, you know, he could end up losing and then it's over for him to get that title opportunity, though that opportunity is out the window if he loses his next fight. But I will say this, Dillian Whyte is one of those type of guys that he's really willing to take on all comers. All right, I know, you know, he kind of outpriced himself and he was demanding a bunch of money against Anthony Joshua, but he fought Anthony Joshua, right? He did fight him already, right? He fought him 4 years ago. And if you look at Dillian Whyte, he's going around saying right now, listen, I want to fight Dominic Breazeale, right? That's the main guy he wants, because he wants to put himself in a position to be mandatory for the WBC for Deontay Wilder. But then he's saying, listen, if Dominic Breazeale don't want it, I'll fight Luis Ortiz or Alexander Povetkin. It don't matter. Now, both Luis Ortiz and Alexander Povetkin are, in my opinion, very risky fights for Dillian Whyte. Very risky fights, because those are no guarantees that he's going to win. Those are 50-50 fights. 50-50 fights, 100%. Like, I would not be 100% confident in Dillian Whyte's beating these guys, you know, 100% if he fought them. And that, to me, just, you know, Dillian Whyte is a risk taker, because, you know, this guy right now is in a position to really demand an opportunity for a world championship belt, right? He could really be saying, listen, I beat Joseph Parker, a former champion, and I want to fight Anthony Joshua, right? He has every right to be demanding a world title shot at Anthony Joshua, at Deontay Wilder. Honestly and realistically, he doesn't really have to fight Dominic Breazeale to be in the mandatory position. He should, because he already earned the right to be fighting for a championship belt, because he's, like I said, he's been grinding for the past 4 years, and he beat Joseph Parker, who was a former champion. If anyone deserves a shot at heavyweight, at championship belt, it is Dillian Whyte. I like this about Dillian Whyte, though, is he's one of those guys that he's willing to fight these guys. He's willing to fight all the best guys in his division. He fought Anthony Joshua, who was the best heavyweight. He's been calling out Deontay Wilder for 2-3 years. He's willing to fight Alexander Povetkin. He called out Luis Ortiz in the past. Luis Ortiz did not fight him. And I made a video saying he was calling out Luis Ortiz in the past. He called out Alexander Povetkin in the past. He's willing to fight these guys. All these guys are dangerous fighters. So, you know, I critique Dillian Whyte at times, but I do gotta respect him for at least, you know, having the gall and the ball to take these risks, right? Because he's a contender. He's sitting at the door of a championship world title belt fight, right? He's sitting at the door to face for a championship, and here he is risking it, trying to fight Dominic Breazeale trying to fight Alexander Povetkin or Luis Ortiz, which is, I just think, is a very risky fight. But like he said himself, he wants to entertain the fans. Fans want to see him in exciting fights, and that's a good thing. That's how every fighter should feel. I feel like every fighter should want to entertain the fans, because the fans is what make the fighters wealthy. They're the ones who come to attendance. They're the ones who pay for the pay-per-views. They watch the fighter. They support the fighter. That's why the fighter's able to demand these type of monies, because of his fanfare, the amount of people that watch him, you know, or pay to watch his pay-per-view events. So I like that about Dillian Whyte, you know. Although I think that he should have taken that offer, you know, maybe Dillian Whyte has a point. Maybe Dillian Whyte just felt that, you know what, I beat a former world champion. I've been grinding my ass off. I deserve a certain amount of money. So maybe, you know, it wasn't that Dillian Whyte wasn't necessarily outpressing himself. He just felt kind of disrespected. Because it wasn't like he was demanding, like, you know, it's one thing being Deontay Wilder and demanding, you know, exactly 50% of the purse split. But, you know, Dillian Whyte has went around saying that he wanted like $7 million, which is not like something ridiculous like Deontay Wilder's asking, right? $7 million, you know, for Dillian Whyte, I think that's respectable type of offer, right? So, again, I gotta give him some props for that. He is a risk taker, in my opinion, and if Dillian Whyte had the opportunity, I know he would be facing Deontay Wilder. I know he would fight Luis Ortiz. And I know he would fight Alexander Povetkin. And Anthony Joshua if they gave him the right amount of money. But again, and I don't necessarily think he's ducking Anthony Joshua. I just think that he feels that he's earned the right to make a certain amount of money against Anthony Joshua now. But you know, he did fight AJ. So I can't necessarily come here and say he's afraid of AJ or ducking him, because if you fight someone, you're not afraid of them. So again, gotta give some respect to Dillian Whyte, man. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe for latest in boxing, and like the video if you enjoyed it.